You were probably taught in high school Philippine history that in the 16th century, the Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan sailed the wide expanse of the Pacific in search of spices for the Spanish crown, and that at the time, spices were more expensive than gold. Correct on both counts. Spices grow aplenty in the tropics, but the ones Magellan set out to seek were nutmeg and cloves, which were used in Europe for flavoring and preserving food, as medicine, and even for religious rituals. These were rare and grew mostly in the Maluku Islands, alternatively recorded in history books as the Moluccas or the Spice Islands, in what is presently Indonesia. Thus, given their rarity and the extremely troublesome ways it took to get them to Europe in the 16th century, both were prohibitively expensive. Then, a pound of clove sold for as much as 7 to 10 ducats, a ducat being 3.5 grams of gold. Nutmeg, on the other hand, went for 4 to 6 ducats. In today's money, that is 130,000 per pound, albeit subject to fluctuation and other economic factors. So, yes, spices were indeed more expensive than gold back in the 16th century. This was why both Portugal, Spain, and even emerging powers like Holland and England risked ships and lives not only to reach the Spice Islands and the Far East, but more importantly, bring the precious spices back to Europe. Unfortunately for Magellan and Spain, neither cloves nor nutmeg grew in the islands that he would reach and later be colonized by Spain, i.e., our beautiful islands, the Philippines. What our country did give Spain, by virtue of proximity, however, was access to the spice trade. It's hard to imagine in the present day that the course of much of our country's, the Philippines', modern history has been influenced by something we now take so for granted because they are not only ubiquitous but relatively inexpensive: spices. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next historical deep dive. See you in the next video.